Alright, welcome to the video, guys. So once again, I'm in the ELC even 90. Again, guys, my favorite tank, so I have a ton of this tank on my YouTube page. And we're on Fisherman's Bay again, and this map, guys, is, how do I say? It's actually fairly easy to scout if you're on the north side because of all this bush line for one. But also there's a little bush you can get into here. You can kind of run along, this a little bush line. You can come over here. There's a little bush I think you can get into over here. A tree you can knock down. Like, you can basically scout this whole side of the map. There's quite a few options. You can even get into this little bush right here if you wanted to. So you have a lot of options, guys, but the way I like to play it is basically the same every time. Now, this Boris makes a really stupid play, guys, at the beginning of the game. It doesn't even look like he's trying to get away. He tries to take a shot here, and, he's just not a good player, guys, but you'll find this. It is what it is. It's a casual game, guys, and we get basically 1,500 spotting damage right off the bat there, and now that even 90 is trying to make some pressure here. He's trying to scout by making an active scout run, which in my opinion is not the way to do this. Now he's going to drive over this way and try to make pressure, probably going up to this rock. Now he doesn't know I'm here, so what I'm going to do is put massive pressure on this guy, even bump him a little bit, and I'm going to focus this last shot here. So once he turns to kind of face directly away from me, so he's going directly, away from my tank, guys, I take the shot there because it'll obviously be way more accurate. If he's moving side to side, it wouldn't be. So I take that third shot there. I make sure that goes in because I need to kill this guy. So we do that. We're at 2,500 spotting damage, guys, and almost 400 damage. And now what we're doing is we're going to poke up to this bush now. The enemy team kind of knows where I am now, so I have to be careful with this. I'm poking up, making sure I'm not lit, and then I'm going to move into the bush. Now I think someone even tries to blind fire this bush eventually. I'm not sure, I don't remember, but we're going to go on with the replay, guys. We're going to put it on like 4 times so you can just kind of see what's going on here. Centurion is lit, and the STA-1 is back there, and he is definitely scared to make pressure because he knows he's lit. STRV pops up. We get a massive amount of spotting damage on him, guys, and that's why I say from the north side of this map, this is easy. Now, if you're playing from the south side, guys, it's not. This is why I'm kind of not quite sure how to say this. I mean, it's not hard to do it, but that's in an ELC even 90, guys. So you can get into a bush here, or like one of these. These are good areas to go if you are in a passive scouting tank and you need to get initial spots, but they are kind of dangerous. I'd much rather pop up, even in my even 90, I am nervous about heading to these bushes over here. I'd much rather pop up like right in here or right in here. But the problem with that is that you can't get the view range to spot TDs that are back here. So you can get aggressive like this even 90 did, but he's dead. You can get aggressive like the Boris did, he's dead, obviously. So you guys can see kind of how this plays out on the south side of this map when you spawn on the south side. The thing is, every map has its advantages and disadvantages, guys. I see all these streamers are always talking about, how each side of the map, is worse to be on. Like pretty much every single map, they'll say, oh, well, the south side, definitely has an easier time. The north side definitely has an easier time. But I'm honestly okay with a few map, differences, guys. And the reason for that, and you see I get blind shotted by the STA-1, the reason I'm okay with that is because it's realistic, guys. Like, you're going to find that the enemy team always has an advantage in some area on the map. So, for instance, on Fisherman's Bay, on the west side of this map, we probably have the advantage. However, personally, I think this pocket right here is better on this map for the south side. And the reason I say that is because you have, I mean, I guess it's built very similar, guys, but for some reason I just feel like I always do better here than I do here when I'm playing on this map. What other advantages do we have here? I mean, the south side, when defending the north, has a really, really good rock and bush you can get to right here to defend against people coming this way. So that's kind of an advantage on the south side. On the north, you don't really get that over here. You get like this little building, but it's just different. I don't know how to really explain it, guys, but it's just slightly different over here. You have a little bit more of an advantage. The city, I would say, kind of has an advantage on the south side of this map as well. You can see we spot the RHM and the Panther guys. We're moving up into this bush line. You know, you have much more of an area here to work with. You also have this little bush line here. It's on the edge, so you can take shots at the people here. And like, I haven't been over in the city in a while, guys, but I can tell you that each side has an advantage in some area. You see we're taking shots at the Panther too here. Each side, guys, has an advantage in some area, and though you might find that one side of the map has just an overall advantage, like for say on Mountain Pass, the south spawn always has an advantage at spotting the bowl. But you'll just find these things, guys. Like you might find that one side does have an overall advantage, and you know it sucks, but you know, I'm always happy to spawn on the north side of this map, but like I said, sometimes the south side has an easier time in defending. I mean, for me, this is very hard to spot all these people, poke up in this bush. I mean, the south side of this map has a decent area. The north side has a lot of hard cover, where the south side has a lot of bushes and stuff to hide. So you really just have to play to the advantages you have, guys. You have to play to the map. I get really tired of people always bickering about, oh, well, this spawn on the map isn't as good as the other one. And you just have to play to what you're given, guys, really. I mean, you know, there's always going to be slight map variations from each spawn. So just play with what you have, guys. So we're going to poke up on the Panther here. And I know that we started dancing around with this Panther quite a bit. And really, you know, I'm trying to get this guy to whether I kill him or whether my teammates kill him, to die, because I kind of want to scout the rest of this side of the map. Luckily, we get 2 shots into him there. We spot the Ferd, which I'm kind of surprised we didn't spot him before. But again, guys, there's bushes back on this side of the map, so you have to play to your advantage. And looks like he's grabbing a rock too. So we get a good amount of spotting damage on the Ferd, guys. And we're at 1,500 damage, almost 6,000 spotting damage. We have 8 spots, and this is looking to be going in the right direction. The Ferdinand dies, and now we're going to poke up here. This guy dies that tries to push, and I'm trying to take shots on this Borisk. I should have ran away, guys, and I did not, and that was my mistake here. Ultimately, you'll see I end up dying to the Borisk. So we spot the Borisk, and we spot the STRV. So we have both their tanks spotted. Now we're going to put 2 shots into the Borisk. He ends up cleaning me up, and we're dead, guys. We have 1,927 damage, 6,000 spotting damage. This is a mistake I made, and I want to emphasize that and show you that if you're facing a tank like the Borisk, it's a 2-shot and then a long reload. The ELC is a 3-shot and a very long reload. The ELC cannot fight with anything, guys. Okay, the ELC, just run. Okay, that's what I had to do here. I had to run away, and I didn't do that. And that was an error on my part. Now, you'll see that I can't really switch tanks here because I'm not, you know, I guess that's just the way it is. It works on my, how I was viewing it during the game. So this is an easy win for these guys, okay? The Emil is full HP, and the Borisk and STRV are half health at best. The Emil is going to YOLO the STRV and leave the WZ to get YOLO by the Borisk. Now the Emil YOLOs the STRV, like I was saying, and he gets the kill. I would have probably went after the Borisk, being that the STRV is a, you know, solid turret tank, and probably wasn't, you know, you could play that a little differently, but it is what it is, guys. You know, these guys did win the game, so I'm not going to complain about it. But they almost let the Borisk get away here. Luckily, the WZ gets a moving shot on him. I don't know how he hit that, but he hit it, and we end up winning this game, guys. So I don't have end plays for this, but I thought this would definitely be worth showing, and especially to show you how to spot Fisherman's Bay on the north side. It's very easy, in my opinion. Even if you have an active scout tank, you can still come up to this bush line, and that is where the north spawn has an advantage here, guys. But again, with the map differences, guys, just play to, you know, the hand you're dealt. You have to adjust to what side, you know, of the map you're going to get on, and ultimately, guys, that's, you know, the way the maps are built. They are not perfectly even, and you have to find your advantages on each side and figure out how to deal with your disadvantages on each side. So hope you enjoyed this one, guys. Again, almost 2,000 damage, 6,000 spotting damage. This was basically an 8,000 overall game, guys, with spotting damage and damage. And I think this ended up being a first class, so I was disappointed that it wasn't a mastery. So I hope you enjoyed this one, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.